out on a beautiful day, very foggy, and that's because it's actually going to get quite warm today. It's December 30th today. Probably the last time I'm going to get out to be able to fish and film for 2018. So I wanted to do something pretty cool out here, something I've never done, in fact. There's a new rig called the Tokyo rig. It's all over the internet. I haven't tried it yet. I really want to give it a shot, but of course I'm going to try to do it my way. The Tokyo rig has come out obviously from Japan. I believe Mike Iaconelli was the first one to kind of bring it over from Japan. It's starting to really catch momentum here in the United States. I really wanted to find a pre-made Tokyo rig. Unfortunately, my local Bass Pro Shop, Nick's, nobody has it. Nobody carried it. So I watched a couple YouTube videos. Alex Rudd has a really cool video out there where he made his own. And you know what? That just inspired me. I went and did the same. I've gone and created my very own little Tokyo rig. It's quite a simple little rig, to be honest. The main base of this rig is that split ring right in the middle here. This is actually a size 5. I would have preferred to go a size 4, maybe just one step smaller. Attached to that split ring on one side, I have a 3/0 extra wide gap hook. To the other side of the split ring is a simple barrel swivel. The key to the Tokyo rig is this right here, this little wire bar. It's about 3 inches long or so. We're actually going to attach a weight to the very bottom of it, a bullet nose sinker, so it's like more like a peg weight. Obviously today, there's no wind. It's very calm. I'm only going to put about maybe 1/8 of an ounce bullet nose on there. And that's basically it. That little weight's going to go to the bottom. Your soft plastic is going to dangle up on the top a little bit, keeping it off the bottom just a bit, like a mini stiff drop shot. I actually cut the arm off of a cheap Walmart spinnerbait. This is just the long arm off of a spinnerbait. Cut the arm off. This is where that big blade was attached down here. Put that into the split ring here. And now the wire at the end here is open to be able to put my weight on and crimp it over. It's supposed to work essentially like a mini drop shot. So when you got that mucky little bottom there where you just got that slimy green goop down there that your bait drags in and the bass don't want to ever touch it because of that, this could be a really killer rig. I can put whatever hook I want on this thing. I could put a more finesse hook, or I could put a bigger, beefier hook if I want to use big creature baits or something like that. There it is. There's my very first Tokyo rig. I'm going to put it to the test. Let's do the Tokyo rig against an actual drop shot. We're talking finesse fishing here today. It is going to get warm, which is why it's so foggy, but it is still wintertime. These bass are still in those winter transitions modes here. But I've already seen them hitting the surface. They're still feeding on shad out here. So I'm going to use little baits that mimic shad, something like that, to see if I can't get some fish at all. And maybe we'll get lucky and see if one of these outfishes the other. Tokyo rig versus drop shot. Sounds cool to me. First things first here. Got these little 1/8 ounce bullet weights, worm weights they call them. These are just the lead ones, simple, cheap ones from Bass Pro Shop here. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to actually fish it out backwards like this. So it's nose down, so it kind of plumbs into the bottom like that. Once you got your weight on, grab yourselves your pair of pliers here. Bend the very end so the weight doesn't come off. And that's it. Perfect. Tokyo rig. Here we go. You guys hear that? There's a big upset gator somewhere real close by. I can't see him, but he's close by. In fog like this, they can sneak up on you real quick out here. There's my drop shot rig. Like I said, it's about 6 inches, maybe 7 inches. Now, as far as baits go, I'm going to try to use similar baits on both these. They definitely seem to be feeding on bait fish still. That's pretty cool. I like those. That's what I'm looking for right there. These little drop shot minnow things. Let's see what this thing looks like in the water. Oh, really cool. This thing's got a ton of action. This is going to get bit for sure. On the Tokyo rig, I'm going to put something very, very similar. As I said, it's got a much bigger hook on it currently. I've got a bait here that is almost identical to that, just a little beefier body. This is actually missile baits. They're bomb shots. These things are killer. I just found these. I just started using them, but these are absolute dynamite for drop shots and other rigs like that. But because it's got a little beefier body, I can put it on this hook here. Like that. Perfect. Oh, that looks pretty killer in the water too. It looks almost the exact same action So here we go, guys. Let's just get out there. We've seen a couple of them hitting the surface out here. Let's see if these fish are anywhere near the bottom. I say I'm going to give this drop shot a chance first, and then we'll go with the foreign Tokyo rig. Where I'm actually fishing here, I'm just going to toss it out. Sitting in about 8 feet of water, but there's a little bit of a ledge out in front of me here. I mean, this is finesse fishing. You're just going to really work this thing slow. I am not experienced at all with drop shots. I've used them only a handful of times. I know guys use them all around the country, and especially, you know, wintertime and the more finesse times, you know, drop shots are hard to be beat. Majority of the lakes that I end up fishing, they're pretty shallow. They have pretty weedy bottoms, and I just haven't found this technique to be that effective for me. You know, cast number 1 didn't produce anything but a bunch of weeds. All right, that's not a good start. Not a good start. These baits are so lifelike, and they have so much motion to them. Shouldn't take much at all. Just a tiny little flicker of my rod here to get that bait really dancing and moving around. Oh, I'm snagged up on the bottom. Oh no. Well, that didn't work. Okay. Second cast with the drop shot got me snagged. Well, I think we're gonna lose this rig. Yeah, feels like it just broke now. Gone. Damn it. All right. Well, before we tie the drop shot back on, might as well toss this Tokyo rig out here. See what kind of an action it's got. 2 casts with the drop shot. The first one brought in a bunch of weeds. The second one got snagged. Let's see what the Tokyo rig does. Okay, I can feel it across the bottom there. I'm just going to kind of do the same thing. I'm just going to kind of slightly twitch my rod. Ooh. That's a fish. That's a fish. First cast. Oh my God. Oh, he's off. First cast with the Tokyo rig got me a fish. That is awesome. That was really cool, dude. Tokyo rig. Tokyo rig. Tokyo rig. And the concept behind it is pretty simple. It seems to make sense. I like the fact that you can really use whatever soft plastic you want. Oh, that was pretty impressive though. It wasn't a giant, but first cast had a fish. That's pretty cool. Oh, I thought that was a fish. Oh, that one felt like a bite for sure. It couldn't have been a fluke. Well, maybe it can be. I had a fish my very first cast. I haven't had anything since. Well, it's holding up pretty good. I like it. We'll switch it back to a Ned rig here. I'm actually using the big TRD, Z-Man's big TRD Ned rig. So it's a big Ned rig. Wasn't having much luck at all with the drop shot. I think it's just moving a little bit too slow. Can't really move that drop shot too much faster, but I can move that Tokyo rig a lot faster. So I decided maybe let's try the comparison of a Ned rig versus the Tokyo rig. And so far, 2 casts with this Ned rig, and I've had 2 hits. I just lost a fish before I put the camera on, but they are definitely relating to the Ned rig a lot better than that that drop shot. Unfortunately, drop shot sounded like a great comparison, but it's too slow of a presentation. I think this water warming up, the temperatures that it has been here the last few days, I think they want something moving a little bit quicker. I still see them hitting the surface out here, so they're definitely chasing stuff down. But we're still doing a finesse presentation of the Ned rig versus the Tokyo rig. Both of them working along the bottom. We're just going to work them a little bit quicker. And you know what? I don't know where the drop shot was originated, but the Ned rig, I know for sure, is originated in the United States. So this is the Tokyo rig versus the United States Ned rig. Did Japan come up with a new method of rigging finesse lures, finesse fishing, that can compete with undoubtedly one of the most productive finesse rigging that we have here in the United States? That's the Ned rig. Still almost same idea here. I'm still using actually the same weight. I mean, really, truly, the two of them are quite comparable. The Tokyo jig keeps the actual bait slightly off the bottom. This is nose down, bouncing across the bottom. Oh. We got something there. Oh, look at them all busting there. Oh, I got one. Got one. Got one. We got one, guys. Oh, he feels decent. This feels like a good fish, too. This is he's a nice fish. Nice fish. On the Ned Rig, guys. There it is. He's a decent fish, too, guys. Decent fish. Staying down. Got this light line. Oh, there he is. There he is. He liked that Ned Rig. There he is. Yes. Boom. On that Ned Rig. Number one. Look at it right there in the court, right in his mouth. Inhaled that thing pretty good. Right on. Well, there we go. The fish are here and they are biting. That one took the Ned Rig here. The big TRD. Nice, healthy. You know, 1 3/4, almost 2 pound bass. Excellent. Thank you, buddy. Right away, let's switch it up. See if we can get one on the Tokyo jig. Ned Rig right on the bottom. Tokyo rig using the similar baits. Similar bait, similar size. Right next to the bottom, I don't see why you shouldn't catch anything. Especially if it is all that it's hyped up to be. But the Ned Rig was definitely getting a lot more strikes than this little Tokyo rig had so far. That's what I'm going to throw right there. Very similar in shape and size to that Ned Rig. Made by the same company, made out of the same material, but it's almost the same size as the Ned Rig one there. And I'm going to put that on there and see how that works. It's a good looking lure. Good looking lure there. And we're making it look like a nice sized bait fish swimming closer to the bottom there. The cool thing and advantage I'm definitely giving the Tokyo rig here so far is you can put any kind of style soft plastic on it. If you really wanted to do like a bulky creature bait, a crawfish, something like that would work really well, of course, here too. What I'm trying to do basically right now is mimic these bait fish that are kind of near digging down at the bottom, moving it a little bit faster. Pretty much fishing these two at the exact same speed, the exact same way. Should just have that little subtle different presentation down on the bottom. Ned Rig is pointed more up and down, and this one is more floating to the side, like so, just off the bottom. All right, well, the Tokyo rig didn't produce any bites at all. Back to the Ned Rig. Same exact spots in the same areas. See if the Ned Rig pulls anything. Or maybe they just shut off. But all in total, so far, I had one good bite and one fish on the Tokyo rig, very first cast. Haven't had anything since. I've had 2 or 3, at least 3, good bites on the Ned Rig and caught one fish. Definitely much more consistent action with the Ned Rig. Oh, that was a fish. That was a fish. Yeah, look at it all bundled up. Damn. We just missed one on the Ned Rig. And I definitely cast that spot several times with that Tokyo rig. The bite's really slowed down a bit. I tried tossing jerkbait around even just to see where the fish are at. I'm going to try something a little different here. I'm going to put this Ned Rig on the Tokyo rig. This should tell me for sure whether it's just the rig or it's just the bait. Same exact bait, different rig. Bite just doesn't seem to be on. Not the way it used to be. That really sucks. Well, we aren't doing so hot. Caught that one nice fish. But since then, really, it's been pretty quiet. Not a lot of action. I might have got 1 or 2 more strikes, but not much. And I think what we're just going to have to do, we might just come back in a couple hours and see if they want to start eating again. All right, back at it again. Gave it some ample time to cool off. About an hour and change left of sunlight. See if the spot's any better now. I just tossed my Ned Rig out and actually just had a strike right away. So that could be a very good sign. Oh, there we go. There we go. Fish on the Ned Rig. Yes. All right. There it is. Woo. That is 2 on the Ned Rig. Literally 2 casts and 2 strikes and 1 fish. So they're back. They're biting and they're hitting Ned Rig. That's 2. Let's throw the Tokyo rig. I got a fluke on this Tokyo rig now that looks so damn attractive. They gotta hit this. If they're hitting that Ned rig, they'll hit this. So what better to mimic a bait fish than an actual bait fish and throw a fluke? At least that's the theory. But I did 2 casts with the Ned rig, had a strike on each cast and caught one of them. Here's my 4th cast on this Tokyo rig and nothing so far. I'd make another pass or 2 with this. Not gonna give up on it. Tokyo rig definitely works. I had that fish first thing this morning. Not sure why it's not working. Maybe I'll switch back to that first bait that I had on, the one I did get the fish on. Maybe I gave up on that one too early, too quickly. But I don't think it's the bait. I think it's the action, guys. I think it's the action these rigs are causing. The Ned rig, like I said, it's got that straight up and down, fish nosing into the ground. This one is just sitting off the bottom just a couple inches, but just sitting there kind of like it's swimming or stationary. One of these here, the bomb shot. Give this a couple more casts, but I mean, really got action immediately and caught a fish on the Ned rig here. I'm having to try to switch baits and try all sorts of things with the Tokyo rig. It's not working. Pretty obvious which rig is winning this battle so far. Again, this isn't the perfect versus challenge here. This is just for this finesse open water style fishing. The Tokyo rig is really versatile though. I mean, it can be used as a punch rig as well. You can use any type of soft plastic, whereas your Ned rig is really your Ned rig no matter what you do. So I like the versatility of it, but the challenge today is open water finesse fishing, Tokyo rig versus Ned rig. And I'm sorry, Tokyo, but USA, Ned rig is kicking your butt. And after this cast, I'm going to throw it out there again. The same area I just covered this bait with and the fluke with. If I get a fish, that's it. That's hands down. Let's see. I don't know if that was a fish or what, but that might have been bottom. Uh-oh, guys, there it is. Ned rig. And we got that is it. Hands down, no doubt, 100%, the winner of the Ned rig versus Tokyo rig challenge. That's the Ned rig. That's fish number 3 after I just put at least 15 casts and 2 different baits on the Tokyo rig in the same spot. I'm anchored. I'm not even moving. And Ned rig keeps producing. There it is. He's a dink. But this may be the only time you heard this, little guy. But you are the winner. That's right. You're the winner. In this challenge today, no doubt about it, the Ned rig is the winner. There's definitely, I'm gonna keep fishing the Tokyo rig. I definitely want to learn a little bit more about it. There's definitely got to be other circumstances where the Tokyo rig is gonna shine. But today, without a doubt, the Tokyo rig got its butt kicked by this U.S. invention, the Ned rig. Here's one. Here's another fish. A better one. Better fish. Oh yeah. Oh, he's off. Oh, that was the best one today. Guys, this has just been a blast. I tried it. I do see where this little rig from Japan could actually work and will work. And I'm definitely not done playing with this, the Tokyo rig. But I had to make my own. Maybe it's not perfect. I'm not even sure. If you guys have had any experience with these Tokyo rigs and you had great experience and I've done something wrong that you can see, let me know. And I'll definitely try to correct it in another video. Winner today, by far, hands down, made here in the US of A. A very simple design, mushroom-headed jig, and a funny-looking stick bait. I don't even know what it is or why they thought of it, but it works. And we just proved it again. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this. And if you did, make sure you smash the heck out of that like button. And leave a comment for me on anything else you'd like to see me film out here. I'm going to do my very best to make a video on each and every one of those. But most importantly, guys, subscribe to the channel. And if you're already subscribed, stay subscribed, because there's plenty more coming in SawGrassBassin's future. One last time, guys, from beautiful North Florida, it's Japan versus USA. Tokyo Rig versus Ned Rig. Champion USA. I'm Captain Mikey, signing out. The future is bright. You keep those lines tight.